We're on Chapter 4, Lesson 6, and we're going to model regrouping, so using those base 10 blocks. Sometimes you need to regroup to multiply numbers. Regrouping uses place value to exchange equal amounts when renaming a number or writing the product. Find 3 times 26. So we use base 10 blocks to model 3 times 26. So what you see here is you've got 26, 26, 26. I'll explain this one in just a second. So you've got 26 3 different times, so 3 times 26. And what this would look like just, if you took just this, it would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens, which I've got written here, 6 tens, and 6, 12, 18 ones. So it would look like this, 6 tens and 18 ones. Well, that's a problem because you would want to write that as 618, and 6 tens and 18 ones does not make 618, nor does 3 times 26 make 618. So we have to regroup in order to get the correct answer because this is not the correct answer. So what they've done is they've taken this 18 ones and they're going to regroup it because this is obviously a 10. So we're going to move that one over here. And that's what it's showing when we're regrouping. So they've taken 6 ones from here and the 4 ones from here because 6 plus 4 equals 10. And they move, you see that I'm just copying the error that they've already got, it over and they make this 10 with it. Remember I said we were going to talk about that in a second. So now we've got this 10. These ones have been moved into this group. And now we've got something else, and they've shown that here. They've just moved the ones places over together, ones blocks together. So now I've got 2, 4, 6, 7 tens. There are 7 tens because we've regrouped this one over there. 6 plus 1 is 7. And we've got 6, 7, 8 because these two are still there. We haven't crossed those out. So those are still there. That makes 8 ones. Which makes sense because when I regroup this 1 over to the 7, I've done nothing to change that 8. So 78 is the same as 6 tens and 18 ones. So 3 times 26 is 78. And if you have enough Legos or blocks that fit together, you can model this out with those blocks. Okay, the next problem is similar. We're going to find 4 times 31, and we're using our base 10 blocks. So they've got 31, 10, 20, 31, and they've got it set up 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So we've got 31 4 times. In this problem, though, we don't have enough ones to make a group of 10. We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. So we're not regrouping our ones place in this problem. There are just 4 ones. But if we look at the tens, there are 12 tens. 3, 6, 9, 12. So in order to solve this problem, we're going to regroup 100 and how many are left over? 2 tens. We have 100, 2 tens, and 4 ones. 100, 2 tens, and 4 ones. So 4 times 31 is 124. Regrouping up to the higher place value when we've got 2 digits that would belong in one place value. So you're going to show and explain that. Talk about it 1, you can work with your partner. Do the same, excuse me, modeling 4 times 52. So when you get to the practice it does say to use models to show your thinking. So you don't need to make this an art project. You don't need to draw the detailed boxes with all the little divisions to 10. You can just draw it like this, where you've got sticks to represent the 10s and dots to represent the 1s. It's about making sure that you can show what you're meaning. It's not about creating artwork for posting on the wall. So I've got 32, 10, 20, 30, 1, 2. And I've got 4 groups of that because it's 4 times. So that's all I'm looking for when you're doing your modeling for these problems. And when you get to when you get to the word problems on page 232, you may be wondering what exactly they're asking here. It says Willow is shopping for a soccer ball. How many soccer balls in or on the display? Well, what they're asking here is they want you to do rows by columns. And that's the multiplication equation that they're looking for. So how many are in each row and how many are in each column? And that's your multiplication. That's what they're asking for there. The next one is a little bit different. It's pretending that there were 6 of this whole thing. So you're going to take the answer for number 13 and use that as if there were 6 displays. So that's a little bit different.